My wife Jane and my two sons were on vacation. There was a tragic boating accident and I lost my wife. I'll never forget the pain in my two sons' beautiful blue eyes. The people that I thought were supposed to help me started pointing the finger.
They didn't think he was grieving appropriately, as if anyone would ever know what appropriate grief would look like. When they went with Jane's body to the medical examiner's office, I suspect there was subtle, or probably not so subtle, conversations about, yeah, we think this guy's hiding something. The medical examiner was kind of influenced. Once the medical examiner calls something a homicide, that then turns the whole investigation down that path.
After 2 years, I was indicted. It was especially tough seeing how hard it was on my family.
Drownings happen all the time in Minnesota. A medical examiner should be aware of things that are not real injuries, that look like injuries that occur after death. And somehow, this medical examiner misinterpreted so many of those injuries and called them real injuries.
What I remember about my trial is the state's medical expert, him plopping a clay head in front of the jury to show trauma.
You get this head and you paint black all over the face. It was so prejudicial. Anyone looking at this would say, well, she's been beaten to death.
I just saw the faces of the jury. I thought I was done. I thought it was over.
There's this real human need to know what happened. So if a witness comes in and says, this is what happened, and then the defense truthfully say, we don't really know what happened. No one can know what happened. Well, who's the jury going to go with? They're going to go with the person who says, I know what happened and this is it.
When I heard the verdict, I was terrified. I was shocked. I didn't believe that an innocent person could be convicted. And I was so wrong. The sounds of the bars closing and marking the end of my freedom was just terrible. I was raised on a farm in central Iowa, and my mom and dad always instilled an indomitable spirit in all of us kids. And I really had to draw on that. They hand me the phone and say, you got a call. Well, I've been down several years at that point, and I never get phone calls, so I was like almost afraid to take the phone. And Julie said, we're going to take a hard look at your case. I mean, the Great North Innocence Project worked so hard for so many years. All the people behind the scenes, so many attorneys fought so hard, and after 8,932 days, the Great North Innocence Project helped me triumph over tragedy. My parents, Dan and Lois Rhodes, fought so hard for me, and sadly they didn't see my freedom, but a good friend of mine said that they're up in heaven dancing a jig about this. That was super, super cool. I lost 25 years of my life. I was 38 years old, and I'm now 64. It's hard when you miss so much. I'm just savoring every moment. I'm so grateful and so full of gratitude to be able to be with my two sons and my 6 grandchildren. I owe the Great North Innocence Project everything. Literally my life.
It's really, really important that the Innocence Project have the resources to be able to hire the experts they need. Tom is just one case.
I'm looking forward to discovering happiness and newfound friends and who I am today.